burden of proof in a self-defense case. Attorney Zac Bailey with the Marc Lopez Law Firm to talk a little bit about who has the burden of proof when an argument of self-defense is raised. So we've talked in the past about the elements needed to raise self-defense. So we won't go into those now. But the question becomes, who is responsible for raising that self-defense claim? It's an affirmative defense that the defense brings up, meaning we're saying, yes, the defendant acted in this way, but there's a reason why. So we're not disputing whether or not the crime happened. We're arguing that the person was justified in doing so. And those elements we talked about before, and if you have any questions about them, give us a call. But it becomes the state's burden at that point to prove that the defendant did not meet the elements of self-defense. So the state is the one who has to disprove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant was acting in self-defense. So it's a powerful defense we can bring and sort of shift it to the state to have to prove something didn't happen. It's similar to how a defendant usually feels where they're trying to prove something didn't happen, but instead it's the state trying to say the defendant, yes, they acted in this way. That's not in dispute, but they were not correct in acting in that way. They didn't meet all the elements to raise a self-defense claim. So if we're raising a self-defense claim, if we're saying that, yes, the defendant acted reasonably and they did what was justified in that moment, it's up to the state to prove the defendant did not. If you have any questions about a self-defense claim, give us a call, 317-632-3642. Remember, always plead the fifth.